Hi, I'm John from Seamscloud. Thanks for joining me this morning. The next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to show you an overview of Seamscloud and try and explain the benefits of the system as we use it. I'm going to be an employee. So as an employee, this is what happens when you log in. As long as you have access to Wi-Fi, it can be done on a tablet, on a phone, whatever access you have. So you use your own or your company email, stick in your password and sign in. Simple as that. First thing you see is a dashboard. So at this point, you're one click away to your learning experience. As you see here, we have three different lighting systems. So we have red for overdue, amber for due soon, and green for active. These are all the courses that I have at the moment on my dashboard. I can also see what's coming up, and I can also see how I'm doing against my colleagues. We can have, you can award a badge on the leaderboard to see how you're getting on. Progress as well, I can see how much I've done and how much I've left to do. So back to the dashboard. There are different types of learning experiences that you can use, different types of courses that can be made available. So the first one of those is what we call a tick box system. So that's similar to it can be a Word document, it can be a PDF, it can be a YouTube link, whatever you want it to be. So this one is actually a sample staff handbook. Description comes up to the different versions that are there, so you can change those versions as you update your handbook. That can be done very easily. So as a user, I'm going into the handbook. If I want to take a shortcut and just say that I've actually read it, I can't do that. The system stops me doing that. So I have to look at the PDF. So I open the PDF. This is a standard staff handbook document we put together, 28 pages. So of course I'm going to diligently read that. So once I've done so, I simply close, and the system then allows me to say that I've completed. When I go back to the dashboard, you'll see that the date on the staff handbook has changed from today's date, which is 2019 obviously, to 2020, because we have populated the course to say that it has to be read once every 12 months. There are other types of courses as well, which we can build for you. And I'm going to show you one of those courses now, which would be a full e-learning module. You see that this warning text has popped up. What this is, that what we find an employee will oftentimes do the training on the way to work, during a break, or indeed after work, or at some stage during the day. So they don't always sit down for that 30-minute period that it's asking at one stage, at one time. The system remembers and recalls where you last left off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually start from the beginning. We're not going to go through the full 30-minute course. This just gives you a bit of an idea. So we have text that come up. We also have imagery, and then there is a voiceover with this one. At the end of the course, there'll be a series of questions, and there'll be a pass rate which you can determine. Those questions will be based on a suite of 20-25 questions. Not all 25 will be asked, and to pass the course, you have to get a number of those correct. So let's come back out of that again. As you see, we cover all aspects: manual handling, slips, trips and falls, general health and safety, and we also have instructional modules down to how to make a cappuccino, which of course is relevant to everybody. Moving on, the second tablet that we see within the employee view is the results. Now, I'm using this for this demonstration, so you can see the number of times I've actually looked at the staff handbook, how to make a cappuccino, etc. But what this does is it allows the employee to see where they are, what they've passed, where their score is, and what their award is, and importantly, to leave some feedback. This is important because it allows you as the administrator of the system to get some feedback from your employees and your colleagues. If the courses are good, if they have issues, and if they want us to say something particularly unkind, they can hide their identity as well. And the leaderboard is the third tab, which we've already discussed. Okay. As I said, this dashboard is what you see as an employee. When you are an administrator, you see this dashboard as well, but you also have these tabs that are on the top. I'm just going to spend some time going through those. The Users tab. The Users tab is really a structure that we use so as the management information and the reporting information is relevant to you at the end of the course. So it's set up in a three-level hierarchical system. So locations being at top, departments, and roles. As we see down the side, we have different structures. So if you have different companies, you can have a company as a location, company A or company B, or you can simply just have in the one company, you can have just the head office structure, London office, New York office, whatever, or again, you can have the top level location as being HR, IT, whichever you want to have. We can also have, interestingly, external contractors or external providers if you want to include them within the learning plans. The next level we have, just to show you this, is we then have the locations, then we go into departments. So if you've got your location head office, you have accounts, general office, marketing, and then we go into the general office department, and we go down again to the office manager, and then the office manager is Gina. So we have all the details right from the person right through the whole system. The same can also apply for the HR department. So again, it's set up as a location, but your department is actually broken down into compliance, recruitment, and training. So again, within recruitment, we have a talent manager who is John. So again, these are all structured for you, and we, as part of the onboarding process, the onboarding team within Seamscloud, will put this all together for you so as it matches your requirements. The next tab we have is the Courses tab. This is really structured again around your particular needs, and so as you can categorize the different training. So we have compliance, and underneath that we've all the different training that's there, specific to your needs. You can also upload and create categories, create courses from this tab. The important one for you as administrator is around the enrollment side. Once the courses have been set up through the Courses tab, then your logo would be here, and your company name and courses would be behind this. This is our Seamscloud library, just to show you this quickly. So these are other courses that can be made available to you. So you can check that to see if there's different courses that you would be interested in, and they're all behind this on a credit system, which we'll deal with in another session. To go back to the enrollments again. So behind your company courses, we have the categories, which have been set up and populated previously. Behind that category, then we have the compliance, health and safety. Again, I just want to show you exactly how simple it is to choose a course and to enroll somebody onto a course. So I'm going to choose the fire safety course. As we see from here, it's an e-learning course valid from September the 1st, as we have different versions, or you can have different versions if you need them. Duration is 30 minutes, which you decide when you create the course. Pass rate can be pass fail, 80%, 100%, whatever, and the validity. So it has to be completed every 6 months. So again, just quickly to click into this. Then we can see that we have Morgan's already enrolled in this, but I'm going to enroll myself into it. Now, importantly, from this version, we can see that there are different options. So we can enroll people within company-wide, location, department, role, and individual. Going back to what I mentioned earlier on about the structure, if you enroll somebody by role, that means that the system remembers when a new employee joins the company and joins the company in that new role, the system remembers the learning path that's attached to that role and that person, or to that department, or to that location. So specifically company-wide, maybe the handbook, and then specific role, maybe somebody within warehousing who has to do a forklift or manual handling. You can enroll an individual, and that would be more appropriate for a one-off course. The system allows you also to manage off-site activity by simply creating a course with the details behind it. Moving on quickly to the reports. This is obviously a very important part of the process. So from the report structure, I'm going to start and show you just the overall management report. So management report can show you the record of all the training that's there. Let me just show you that. I'm going to just go back a year just to show you some more records. Yeah, here we go. What this is showing is the number of hours that have changed from instructor-led training into external, internal training. This can be set up whichever way you want and structured, perhaps from classroom to online. Again, exactly the structure you need. It also gives you a breakdown of the hours per location, per department, per category. All very useful when you're looking for a return on your investment or you're trying to understand how your strategy is moving. The full compliance overview report again gives you a dashboard view of how things are going, how people are achieving within their different departments. These graphs will be structured to your needs. They can be bar charts or they can be line charts, depending on what you want them to be. And as we scroll down, you can then see that we have all the different departments, all the different departments set up in your user folder. And you can decide then and start to manage by exception. So some of these, obviously, you would want to have far more advance on the actual training paths. But as this is a demo site at this moment in time, it'll be far better populated for yourself. And finally, on the reports, then you can have a report which simply gives you all the outstanding activity, which you can do it by the location department, or you can show all your results. And this shows who's doing what, where, so you can manage it from that point of view. To finish off, then we have a help screen, and behind that help screen, we have the different small module courses that allow you as an administrator to see exactly how to do different things. We'll obviously give you full support on that as well. So that's it for this session. Thank you very much, folks. If you have any specific needs or requirements, please feel free to message me, and I'll be very happy to give you an individual demo. Thank you.